Welcome everyone to our show, the Center for the Study of Truth. Your host, Steven Mager. Welcome everyone. And before we start our next chapter in the Tarot, in the introduction to the Tarot deck, I want to remind about our platform is www.stevenmager.com. I encourage you to check out our website and update in what we post there and study in the material in this website, and we provide proper knowledge and wisdom for people who want to understand and have the will and desire to understand this knowledge that is extremely important, and especially in these dark times we now. And we also looking for cooperations. If you have something to donate for us, any amount of money, or you want one of our services in the website I provide, or you just have the skills to help us to give the message of truth out there, and everything for the mankind freedom, that this is the way to release the mankind from the slavery that the current condition that we are now. And the only way there is just gain the knowledge and desire and will to do something, and to and give the proper knowledge to people to understand themselves and how the things working, how the universe is working, how the nature is working. And one of the fascinating traditions that can help us to understand that way is the Tarot tradition. And today we will start to discuss about the Hermit. And before we start, I want to remind that we have this certain organization that we go in the process of the soul, that from the Fool is the 0 point, is the womb, this is the cosmic egg, and from there our soul is go forward through the wheel of fortune that we discussed about this in the previous video, that is give us options that we need to recognize that we are in ignorance, and we have the opportunities, we have the options to go ahead toward the knowledge and wisdom. So after we discuss about the wheel of fortune, we have the Hermit. The Hermit is after the wheel of fortune that represent the opportunities, that we have this opportunity to go and gain knowledge. We have this potentiality that we discussed about this in the previous videos. And the Hermit is representing the desire to know and gain knowledge. He want to know the truth about the universe. He want to know the truth about himself. First of all, the shadow works upon yourself. This is the most important thing, and I think the Hermit is do it a very good way to explain that. So also is connected to the chakra of the sacrum, the sacral chakra. This is the chakra that give us desire and will. This is the desire point of our body. So this is like out of base consciousness. We need to know to develop our consciousness forward and evolutionary progress of our soul, and to understand how working as a species, how we working as a species, and how the universe and nature works. You want to understand that. You need to have this desire and will before you start that. And the Hermit is represent that will and desire to understand and know more. As you see, you have the light. You want to go to the light. You want to discover the light of the truth. So the Hermit is solitary person, one who looks for answers within and away from others. First of all, you need to understand that you need to learn about your thyself, about yourself, about if you know within, you know outside. You need to start from yourself to work upon yourself. You cannot help to someone before you work upon yourself. You need to control yourself first understand yourself first, and then you will understand the universe. So the answers within and away from others, all the answers within. First of all, you understand the within, ourselves as individuals. Here represent a time for solitude and peace, positively associated with introspection, solitude, guidance, advice, and patience. He want to look toward the advices and the patience. You have the patience and the guidance. You're looking for guidance from someone who knows, who can teach him the truth about himself, because he have the real desire to do this. Okay, so negatively associated with obstinacy, suspiciousness, fear, impatience, folly, and arrogance. The same but the opposite way. You see, it can be black or white, it can be negative and positive, depends what you do with this kind of energy that the hermit represents. This kind of frequency that you can put it in the good way or you can put it in the bad way. Example, if you don't have the patience to study because it's lifetime study, okay, is you not just stop it, okay, you continue and continue, and you have this impatience sometimes to know and to know more, but you need to be patient. You need to take the time to study this proper. And you can be a fully with these energies also. So you need to get it in the right path from this point. The hermit symbolizes introspection, shining the light of consciousness into the desert aspects of oneself. Knowing self, healing self, and then healing others, do the same. Helping others do the same, sorry. First of all, you need to understand that you need to understand yourself first, as I said before. You need to heal yourself first from this ego you have and all this toxic energy upon yourself, all this ego you take on yourself. I not say the ego is something negative. The ego, you need to be controlled. You need to control the ego. You no need to be identified by ego, but you need to remove this. I know enough, or I don't want this, or you need to heal yourself from this. You need to be healed before, and then you can help others to do the same. This is the real healing. This is the real healer do. This is his job, to do, first of all, self-work, and after to help others to do the same. This is the alchemy process. Okay, so let's continue. The hermit may be considered a word vibration, uttered into a vast space. The word is that which continuously stimulates the development of manifestation, which energized the principles of form which has produced, as we say before, that the words have the vibration. The words we create by words. The universe creates himself by words. The words have vibration, and we create in our world through words that we speak into each other. Everything starts from the mind, but we speak to each other and we create what we create. So it's important what words you use. This is what I say to people. It's very important what kind of words you use, and if it's for truth, is it for in the right way or in the wrong way. That you need to be self-aware of that, what you're speaking all the time. So, and now we'll see how it's connected to the words. And while the hermit is often considered a Christ figure, he is better related to Moses, who led his people across the same Egyptian desert in which monasticism developed in centuries later. That means this hermit figure can be a Moses figure, is very related to Moses, and is very similar to the story that this allegorical story of the desert, that the dry desert is represent our ignorance and our emptiness that we need to refill and build something in this desert. Depends what, a freedom and truth and love, or we can create and chaos and slavery and all these developed cultures later that here say the monotheism and religious cultures and cults. So also I want to say about the hermit is the old elder version of the fool. Is the same concept, but is more elder. Is after he have the choose and opportunities of the wheel of fortune, you have the desire, you develop the desire to study the proper knowledge and wisdom. So just want to say before we continue, also the book of Exodus was an allegory of the soul being led by the Logos, Moses. Logos means word, reason, plan, the divine reason to ordering and giving form and meaning for everything. This is our gift in a human. In a human's consciousness, we can recognize the patterns. We can find a reason, ordering, and giving form and meaning, and maintain the justice in the world. This is what we need to do as human beings. Okay. So, as in Exodus story say, the desert of life into the spiritual promised land. Through this Moses figure, and he led his people in the desert of life, that is dry desert, as you see, and they're looking for the spiritual promised land. This is the real truth, the love we need to achieve. In other terms, Moses is the arch magician. Okay? The arch magician means you can create miracles by your enlightenment that you achieve in your life. And also, I want to say about the hermit is connected to the Virgo. This is the virgin and pure innocent being. Okay, is representing the hermit. Is like someone innocent. Is just connected to the Virgo. This is the earth element, also connected to the earth element. We all the time start in ignorance and nothingness, empty space, as the abyss. Okay, so the dry desert of Egypt giving meaning, logos, for the dry desert. You need to give the meaning for this dry desert in this allegory of Exodus book. So to give this meaning of the desert of life and create life of freedom and love that we need to create in this dry desert. Okay. So also the archmagician is someone who performs the miracles, someone who have the ability to perform the miracles and magic. So this our words also is kind of magic. Okay, we magicians, we can be magicians with our words if we know how to use this ability we have as a human species. Also, interesting thing about the hermit is something like the sacrifice for the study and spiritual growth as a Christ figure. This can be similar to the Christ figure in those series in the ancient Egyptian tradition. Is kind of sacrifice. We need to sacrifice part of us to really study and grow spiritual. We need to sacrifice things we want to do, but we cannot because we need to give this knowledge for others, or we need to spend the time because we care enough about our justice that violating every time in our world now. Okay, so we need to be care enough, and we need to sacrifice for this our time, our effort, and sometimes give up on things we really want to do, but we cannot because we don't have the time for this. We have the mission of achieve the human freedom. That this is the only way we can achieve. We need to sacrifice something from us to achieve that as a Christ figure also. Let's continue. We are almost finish the chapter, and also as the word hand came from the hermit. More than this, Moses may be considered as a tool of the Supreme Father carrying out his will. In this regard, the hand, man's ultimate creative tool, the attributed to the Yod, the letter in Hebrew Yod, the Yod representing the hand, that this is kind of fire element to keep the order in place. This is the sacred fire. This is the element of fire. Also the first letter of Yehovah, the name of God in Hebrew, the first letter is Yod, and this represents the fire element, the transformative element of fire, to that the sacred fire, the real sacred fire of this, that if you use it properly and for the right way, to keep the order in place and in judgment, the justice in place. Sorry, the justice in place. You need to keep this all the time. This is the sacred fire, to say no to things that someone violate your rights. Example, this is the sacred fire. You do the action. You say no. You go. You say no to authority. This is the one. This can be one thing, but you have a lot of things. Any action is fire, but the sacred fire, the transformative fire for love and freedom, this is the right fire. This is the right action. So the Yod is representing that. The Hermit is the very hand of God, as Crowley states in the Golden Dawn. In this trump is shown the entire mystery of the life, its most secret workings. Yod is represent the phallus. This is the masculine energy, the fire. And spermatozoon, this is the sperm. This is the life giver. This is the light. The hand, this is logos. This is represent the action. The sacred fire to keep the order in place through your words also. So logos means the words. The words is magic, as we say. We can change things we can impact change, okay? Impact by our words each other. And also the virgin, as we say, the virgin, the pure, the innocent. Let's continue. One quote from Max Heindel from his book Cosmoconception Rosicrucian. The man that realizes his ignorance has taken the first step toward knowledge. This is the lesson from Max Heindel. I think is proper to put here in this chapter of the Hermit. We finished the presentation for the Hermit. Thank you for listening to me. I just want to remind about our services of initiation and consultation services. If someone wants reading and guidance by the mystical power and wisdom of the ancient Nordic runes and the tarot reading, I do it as well. Receive guidance based on natural law of creation by astrological analysis, and I dive into your spiritual diagnostics and life path orientation. If you want some guidance and help and consultations and initiation process, if you want to know the occult science in deeper levels and do the shadow works upon yourself, I can help you to do this in some techniques that we teach here. And I also deal with animal and human relationships. If you have an animal relationship with you, I can help you also with this. And also you can contact us by the email as you see in the website here, www.stevenmager.com. So if you want, you can text me and ask me anything you want, and I'm glad to help and answer anyone. So also we looking for operations from you, and if you have something to donate for us to continue our platform and grow our platform and our channel for mankind freedom, and end slavery forever. This is our mission. This is for that came the study of truth, the center of the study of truth. This is the reason we create that platform. So thank you to listen to me. We'll see you soon in the next chapter. Bye bye.